Yes, it is. Come on. I know. You're cold too. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Easy. There we go. Pumpkin. Is everybody hibernating today? -2 in Whoville? Yeah. I took this opportunity since everybody was sleeping. 14 degrees in Georgia. That's pretty cold for down there. Oh, everybody was sleeping. I took my shower first, so it actually felt pretty good. I turned on that water as hot as I could stand it. Florida snowman. Eh? They didn't have school yesterday. They don't have school today, and I don't know if they're having school tomorrow. So, don't know. I would think that they would have school just to make them tough. Tough it out. Separate the weak ones from the strong ones. I went to Salvation Army yesterday. I hadn't been there in 6 months, probably. Good morning, Kevin. Anyways, I bought me a 12-volt fan that plugs into your cigarette lighter. They have the kerosene heater out there in the garage. So, but it doesn't, it just radiates heat. It doesn't blow heat anywhere. So I bought that 12-volt fan and I put my battery jumper box out there and I left it charged, with the charger plugged in. And so they can plug in the fan when they turn on the kerosene heater and it can blow some warm air around. That ain't all I bought. I bought this handy dandy unit too. We're in style now. Changes like 5 different color lights. It can dim. Yeah. That is a cold titty. It's for putting on my makeup. Yep. Well, I figured my videos would be better if I bought one of them, and it was $9.99. I looked it up online, and this is one of the more expensive ones. It's like $46 or something like that at Walmart, or not at Walmart, but I don't know where the hell you buy it at. But how cold is it? It's -6 here. Even the kitty's cold. Oh, punk. I caught her twice trying to dip her toes into my coffee. I said, no, you don't. No. You just want to warm them up, Papa. Yeah, that's right. P&I sickles? Yeah. Oh, no. Uh-uh. Nope. Temperatures like today, you don't even whip it out outside. In a good case, you get frostburn by the time you get it reeled back in. I know. Well, they'd say they'd pay for it, and then they wouldn't. Our governor would like to just probably hold it and kiss it and snug it all over. But you'd have to sit there with a putty knife and scrape the makeup off her face and you know get yourself an industrial buffer to get the red lipstick off her lips. They wouldn't have to pay for it. Yeah. That boy Trump, I'm telling you. Yep. Now we're warming up. It's -5 now. So um being that Joe wanted to pardon the J6 committee, Trump just pardoned the J6ers. And then he commuted some of their sentences. Eggs, eggs, beautiful eggs. I got I don't know, like 4 dozen and 10 or something like that left. Monday I made fried potatoes and chorizo for breakfast, and I made it into breakfast burritos. It was pretty good stuff, man. No, Joe did not pardon himself or Kamala. It may have slipped his mind. I think what it was is he was thinking he's got presidential immunity, like Trump did. So, but it's pretty funny. Years ago, when Trump was in office and thought about giving all his family preemptive pardons, the Democrats said, "No, you can't do that. That's against the Constitution. It's against the law, and we will fight it." I watched. Did you watch? Oh, what the hell is his name? Um, the one that comes on after Waters. Hell, I can't think of his name now, but don't want a frozen fight. Yeah. Anyways, he had about a 2-minute video of Adam Schiff, and other politicians saying, "No, you can't do preemptive, pardons." Yeah, Johnny Carson. Yeah, the one that comes on after Waters. Yeah, Hannity. It was on Hannity last night. So, no, anything they do from now on, they can get in trouble. But along with that pardon, those people can be called into Congress and testify for their wrongdoings. Why they got a pardon? Okay. So if they got in trouble for doing something, or say it's all the illegal banking and stuff that they were doing, Biden's were doing, all the bribes they were taking. They call them into Congress and they ask them about that. They have to tell them the truth about it. They can't lie. If they get caught lying about it, their pardons are revoked and they can go to prison. What are you doing? Hey. So, what'd you do? Get your call quiet? Huh? Stupid? Yeah, I figured. I take that out, she goes running. Yeah, they can refuse a pardon too. That's right. Sure it is. Amazon has a $50 million uh, that you have to pay. Um, huh. I thought I said that. I thought I said that. I'm trying to find that. Getting close, I think. Maybe not. No, it's after. It's not in that 30 minutes or whatever. I like shiny objects. That's right. Oh yeah. The ice, see ice cream, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anybody refuse a pardon either. I wonder what Barron Trump went over and told Joe Biden before, after at the inauguration. Probably went over and told him, my dad's going to fry your ass in molasses. If I don't talk about me again, old man, I'll come over and extinguish you. Yeah, put you out like a candle flame. Yeah. So they can have McDonald's? Yeah. Boy, won't they be disappointed? Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. He took more questions on his inauguration day than Joe did all 4 years of his office term. So, anything new with anybody? Did I sat there. I was just all giddy during the inauguration. I had to sit on my hands to keep from clapping. And I thought that was something. The government could be open for an inauguration, but they couldn't be open to work on Martin Luther King Day. And you'll say it, that's right. What a change. Yeah. Yeah. I went to the city meeting was Monday night, but they canceled because it was Martin Luther King Day. I thought, well, you guys don't need that holiday off, but they took it anyways. Mr. Ed, there you go. Yeah, ad coming up in 52 seconds. Anyways, the last meeting I went to, they went into behind doors into the chambers to discuss John Porter. Okay, John Porter's a landowner where they want to build a tunnel. They offered him fair market value, $74,000 for his property, and he refuses to sell under eminent domain. So they ended up giving him $125,000 more. Now, eminent domain means they can take it after they give you fair market value. Well, they already did that. So that's telling me John Porter is a good old boy with a good old council committee. I'll tell you the rest after the ad. And then 2 days later, in Facebook, the City of Adrian's Facebook account stated what was the John Porter deal. Okay. They couldn't tell us then at the city council meeting because they knew that we would disagree with it. The Ballad of John Porter, right? So last night, the attorney had an opinion, but he needed to go into the chambers with all the council members to discuss it. So they were in there for about 35 minutes. They come out and they passed a resolution on what they were talking about in the chamber. So they asked for, public comments on the agenda. So I went up there and I said, well, one council member said that it looked deceitful when you guys went into behind closed doors in the chambers, and that the constituents, think that that they're getting a shady deal. Well, I'm one of the constituents, and I'm telling you, I think we are getting a shady deal. So that's where all the backroom deals are done, is when you guys shut your doors and you don't let us in on it. There's nothing in this city that you need to discuss behind closed doors. If it involves taxpayers' money, which belongs to the taxpayers, then it should not be discussed behind closed doors. And I looked right at the lawyer and I said, and everybody has opinions. Your opinion is no different than anybody else's. You have the right to, air your opinion in public if you'd like. Well, we just got the state of Michigan just give back a house that's in the city limits back to the city. It's almost a mansion. It's a big house. It's got a lot of property. It's like 6 or 7 bedrooms, a couple of baths or whatever. The people that owned the house 100 years ago um, left a $2.5 million endowment to the city parks, and that's all it can be used for. They can't use the principal; they can use the interest on the money, and that's what the city parks uses to fix up the parks and stuff. Is the interest off in that? Well, the state had the house. Well, the state just put a new roof on that house of like 120 some $1,000 for the roof. But the inside of the house needs a lot of work. The wallpaper's peeling, plaster's cracked, and needs to upgrade on the wiring and plumbing and stuff like that. Well, they want to sell it, but they want somebody to fix it up after they sell it. They don't want it being torn down and then put in an apartment complex or whatever. So after they got back out of their closed door meeting, and I went up there to talk, I said, by the way, before I leave, I want to put my bid on that house. I'll give you $100 for it. That's $99 more than what you were going to sell it for behind a closed door. So I'll buy it for, yeah, taxpayers can fix it. You're right. So I'll buy it for $100. So at least the only thing you can do is sell it for 101. So I might get me a house. Yeah, I'm gonna get banned from the meetings. Hey, if you let them shit on you, sooner or later they're gonna throw the toilet paper on you too. 101. That's right. Taking it to the streets. I don't know what it would take, but it'd probably take $30,000 or $40,000 to, if you did the work yourself, just some material to make the house beautiful again. So that wouldn't be a bad deal, for somebody. But I know damn well what they're going to give it to one of their good old boys. Just like the city when they bought the hotel or the motel, they give $800,000 for a motel. They did $300,000 worth of renovations in it, and so a bunch of people could live in it because a high-rise apartment was being condemned because the owner of the high-rise apartment didn't do maintenance on the place and it was splitting apart. So all these tenants needed a place to live, so that's what they ended up doing. They bought the place and they had a bunch of crews go in and do a shitload of work in a couple of weeks. Um, so it was livable for all these people to move in. Well, now we're into $1.1 million, and the property's only worth $1 million. Now they want to spend $750,000 tearing it down so they can sell it. I said, please tell me you're going to sell it for $1, because that would not be right if you didn't. Well, I can see when you got to upgrade because of technology and stuff. 99 cents, yeah. They we have a downtown development association. They had a 30-year plan back in 1992, and then they extended it for another 5 years, or 1990 or something like that. And the extension ends in March. So yeah, 1990. So they're renewing their 30-year plan again. And I was talking to a guy, I said, what's their plan? I've lived here forever. I haven't seen anything that the Downtown Development Authority has done that's improved the city. They've had like 9 buildings they've torn down. They got 4 more buildings that the city bought that are condemned. Why did the Department of Authority let the buildings get condemned? So it is. When you're spending somebody else's money, it's easy. Well, see those buildings that are condemned right now that they bought, they give $500,000 for the old paper building, newspaper building. They give $200,000 for another building next to it, and then they give $80,000 for a house or something right there, and all of them are condemned. The newspaper property is contaminated. They figure it's going to cost $5 million to clean it up. Oh, we can get a grant because we're a city entity. Well, they went to get the grant, and the state said no, they're not, or the government said no, they're not giving you the money. So now the city's in the hook for $5 million to clean up this property. And we only bought those 3 properties because the city figured they could get the funding to get it cleaned up easier than a local, an individual could. So that's why we bought them. We bought them for a company, and now we can't get the funding for it. And the company they're not gonna reimburse us for the properties or anything. So there you go. Aw, pretty girl. Yeah, there's a pretty girl. I think you're just a glory hound. You just want to be noticed. You had to get a hold of Dollar General there, Junkyard, have them buy that property downtown. Uh oh. Uh oh. Shots, everybody, shots. 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 It's Water Glass Wednesday. 4 shots. Yeah. It was taken off the contaminated list. Imagine that. You're right. Well, this ain't going to be taken off the contaminated list. The newspaper was using some kind of dye back in the 60s and 50s and 60s, which is highly contaminated. And what they did is when they got done with the barrels of the dye, they just threw them outside. Well, see, did I show you? Did I send you the Dollar General store self-replicating? It's supposed to do it by itself. It probably did. I'll hightail it back. It's too cold, senor. My jalapeno gift us, but I'm bunking. Well, we have to leave. We have to leave the country. El Presidente said so. Run for the border. Right. Take that dirt to Flint. Yeah. Well, see, what people don't understand, Flint does not have polluted water. The city of Flint was getting their water from a I don't know, some other source, and they raised the price on it. Okay, so the city of Flint decided to buy their water from the city of Detroit. And they built a water transfer station and everything to transfer it from the Detroit River to the city of Flint. Well, that water in the Detroit River is polluted. The water they had before wasn't. Well, now they run that water through the pipes and stuff, and all the pipes have to be replaced because it ruined the inside of the pipes and contaminate them. So they have to replace all the plumbing in the houses, all the plumbing in the road. Rennie high, Kevin high, 56 degrees in the cellar. So if they wouldn't have never changed water sources, they'd have been fine. But them cheap bastards wanted to save money on water, and they did that way. Dan, good morning. It's back to minus, oh no, it's still at minus now. Yeah. Minus 15. It's colder than a witch's booby in a brass ball. Pretty girl. It is. As long as she hovers above freezing, it's okay. I bet it did. I went to start the car yesterday morning. Kath said, "No, I'll start it." I said, "No, I'll go out and get it." She said, "No, I don't want you out in the cold." I said, "Kath, I'll get it." I went out there and started it. The day before, I used her car and I went and put gas in it. And in Walmart Murphy's, you got to punch in your code so you can get the points. Every time I'd punch in the number 8, it would revert to 0. It took me like 4 times to get the credit. Yeah. You guys had school yesterday, Amish? Oh, 2 hours away. Oh, okay. They shut school down here yesterday and today. Might not even have it tomorrow. And the little guy, he's just sicker than hell. He's here because they got to work, but he's sick. Um, yeah, you're tough in Pennsylvania. He's has to use his inhaler like 3 times a day now. So poor little guy. Yeah. $217. What's it normally run? You got an ad coming up in 55 seconds. Our electric bill is $268 or something like that a month on a payment plan. and we still have to pay more at the end of the year or whenever it's due. Yeah, you got the electric heat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go down to Florida. You mean gas heat? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Hopefully, we hear something here shortly on the weatherization program. They'll come in and they'll go, even though the furnace is working, they'll go downstairs and check the furnace, and if it's not efficient enough, I could be eligible for a new furnace. Even that would be nice. Yeah. I was on the phone for an hour yesterday. Some guy wanted to sell me life insurance. Let the pilot. Yeah. Um, Shit, I wish I could have a bill like that. Anyways, um, wanted to sell me life insurance, whole term or whole life. So after 50 minutes, he said, "Oh, I got some prices for you." I said, "Okay, what's the prices?" Well, for $16,000 of coverage, I can give it to you for $86 a month, or $89 a month if you want double indemnity in case something you're killed in an accident. I said, "Okay." And then it was like $78 for 14,000 and $68 for 12,000. I said, "Well, right now I'm paying $45 a month for 20,000." I said it started out at $31 a month, but they keep raising it. I said, "Oh, it's Aetna Insurance, life insurance." So I was talking to Kath after he got off the phone. He sent me all the stuff, and not, whole life insurance is good if you think if you're going to live past 80. I'm covered with mine until the age of 80. Okay, and it'll never get $180 a month by the time I turn 80. So if I make it to 80, I've saved money. If I don't make it, no, if I don't make it to 80, I've saved my money. If I make it to 80, I guess I better save some money back to pay for my funeral. Dip the eggs in toast today. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Bishop to the trunk. Yeah, leave our queers alone. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. And the migrants. Then he got out and said it was the worst service he'd ever seen. Yeah, sharing a Dateline episode, you're right. There you go. Okay, Pumpkin. It's getting to the point where you're crushing my chest. I'm not saying you need to go on a diet or anything, but you are getting hessy. Yeah. Come on. Time to get up. There you go, baby. No, actually, Amish Kevin will eat anything that won't eat him first. All right, fall out of the chair. Uh, I know, beneficiaries should make their payments. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. That's right, you pull back a stump. You found that out the other day, didn't you, there, Amish? When you was over at Kevin's getting breakfast. Yeah, the 995 plan. That's not for coverage, but they don't tell you per unit of coverage. Each unit is $1,000, $995 a month for $1,000. Don't look at me that way. I didn't do anything to you. Are you calling about the 995 plan? I sure am, and I'm doing it today. There you go. My towel's slipping out of the chair. I'll warm up my coffee real quick too while I'm up. Oh, blueberry muffins. Um, I'm thinking the bishop was a man. It does say the same. Yeah, but you're still not getting nothing for 995. You're getting a grand. So for $10,000, it costs you $100 a month, and 10,000 will bury you. So I gotta get over to the storage unit. I have a donut maker over there, or cutter. Um, I like to make some homemade donuts. Yeah, she ain't no lady. She ain't 180. She yeah, yeah. You slip on a you slip yourself on a banana peel. You're right. So, 280. I like yeast donuts better. Um, I really do like the yeast ones. They are a lot fluffier. They have a better texture. Well, I like them. Who's that one donut company? Not Tim Hortons, but what the hell is it? I can't remember. They mainly sell glazed donuts. I don't like their donuts at all. I don't understand, how they got so big selling donuts because Krispy Kreme, there you go, yeah. I don't I think they're actually horrid, really. Entenmann's is a good donut for a box donut. Now, when I was selling donuts at auctions and stuff, I wouldn't sell. Well, I would. I would sell the donuts I could get at Walmart. Okay, the chocolate glazed, maple glazed, or frosted, and chocolate frosted, maple frosted, and vanilla frosted. I'd sell those for a buck a piece. Pure sugar, that's right. Anyways, somebody come up to me one time and said, "Why don't you go to Morning Fresh and get donuts there?" I said, "Are you willing to pay $2 for a donut?" Well, no. Why should I pay $2 for a donut? I said, because they're $18 a dozen at Morning Fresh. I can't sell them for a buck, if I can't buy them for $1. So the ones at Walmart are $7 a dozen. So if you sell a dozen, you make $5 off of them, minus your time and gas money and stuff like that. So you end up making $2 or $3 off a dozen. So usually we'd only sell 6 or 7 of them. I'd bring the rest of them home. The kids would eat them. So yeah, really didn't matter to me. But that's right, powdered sugar or cinnamon sugar. Yeah. Or split them open, put some Nutella in it, chocolate peanut butter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. When we was kids, we used to make them homemade donuts all the time. And then Dan came around, and then we couldn't have them no more because Dan didn't like them. Squirrel turds, that's right. Well, yeah. Well, we used to put the hole in there anyways. So. Now, does Mrs. Junkyard fry them or does she bake them? Now, yesterday for breakfast, I I cut that bologna into like quarter-inch thick slices. I took one slice of that. I took some of that rye bread. I buttered one side on it, and I put four or two slices in the frying pan, and I grilled it. Took them out. I fried me an egg or two eggs, and a slice of that bologna cut in half. And then I put some cheese on it once it was all cooked. Put it on the toast that was already toasted. Buttered the other side, and then put it in the pan. And then I made me basically a grilled egg and bologna sandwich. Does Mrs. Junkyard deep fry the biscuits or does she bake them for the donuts? Deep fries them. Okay. It's amazing how that works. Huh. Takes 18 minutes or 15 to 17 to 18 minutes to bake a biscuit, or 12 to 13 minutes, however the big. It only takes about 2 minutes in a deep fryer. Who'd figure? Oh, it's chilly in here. Oh, we're down to 6 below again. It's getting colder again. Can't make up its mind. Well, that's what I plan on having done to me. Oh, says my connection's unstable. There we go. I plan on being having cremated anyways, so but that would something happened to me first. Um, the leftover money would probably it would pay off the house. I don't owe. I have a $20,000 policy. I don't think we owe. I think we only owe like $9,000 or $10,000 on it now. Kevin, he wants to be buried in a mausoleum. See, I've been telling you guys all along. He wants to be buried in a mausoleum because you know, um, what can I say? He thinks he's special. Mm-hmm. Besides special ed. Mm-hmm. He wants a bunch of stained glass windows in it so the light can come in, and he wants to be wrapped in a swaddling white satin sheet. Yeah, he wants to be above ground. Yeah, he's already looked into them piping in a natural gas line so they can have the eternal flame in there, and you know. He said you ran Mona Lisa. Yeah, and a bidet. Yeah, you want a bidet in there and everything else. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, wants a stove and a refrigerator in there, and cable TV, and an endless supply of vegetarian lasagna. Lasagna. Ah. Me, yeah, I'll be lucky if my ashes even make it home. What did you do with that urn? Well, I put it on top of the car so I could unlock the door, and it should. Oh my God. It's a dollop. Yeah, that's what'll happen to me. I already know it. Yeah, you could be wanting to be married in California. California. Oh, temperatures are going to rise tomorrow. They're going to be -3 degrees. Anyways, last night for dinner, I had to wait till I got home from the council meeting. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock. But last night, it was 10 after 8, something like that. She made a pork loin in the oven, mixed vegetables, and she bought a couple packages of those small potatoes, and she boiled those up, and that was for dinner last night, and it was excellent. It was. I took some of them taters, I smashed them, put some butter, salt, and pepper on them, threw some butter and salt and pepper on the vegetables, and then I took a couple slices of that pork loin. It was a good dinner. Yeah, because they've already been cremated. If you were in California in them fires and you survived it and wanted to, you know, fade away, that would have been the perfect time. Ah, uh, after the blackout. It tastes like crap. It tastes much better today. Yeah. That's how you disappear, man. If there's ever a natural disaster in your area, you know, the place you were living in is totally wiped out or missing, that's how you disappear. And then you could go into buying Cub Cadets and stuff like that. I tell you what, there's a guy in Jackson. There's a guy in Jackson that has uh he's got a backhoe, a dump truck, and some other heavy equipment. He wants somebody to come over and just give him scrap price for it and take it out of there because he has no idea what it's worth. He says it might run. He just doesn't know how to work on it. Oh well, hell, that'd be a good deal for somebody that has the time and the ambition to get it done. Hmm. Hmm. There you go, junkyard. I found you your ultimate pickup truck. Probably been sitting there since depression, you're right? No, one was a looked like a Ford backhoe. Wasn't too old, probably 25 years old or so. Jackson, Michigan. Yeah, Kamala's getting food stamps now. You're right. There you go. Seats 9. Little touch up here and there. The engine is tore down to have injectors replaced, but you know, any reasonable offer will not be refused. Needs some body work, you know. Michigan cancer. Looks like you went a hell of a lot further than just the injectors, but you know, what do I know? Yeah. Huh. I know it. You're right. Um, I'll have to say that for later. So when we were in school, we went to school with um, some people named Williams. Their last name was Williams. Anyways, I graduated with me and Kevin graduated with one of them, and he ended up marrying a girl from school that was in a year behind us. She was in she was 11th grade when we graduated, and her last name was Williams too. They weren't no relation, so she never ended up having to change her name. That's right. She's gonna be drawing unemployment. If I was ever, I want to move to Pennsylvania. That way my name won't stick out. I'd just be one of the regular Pennsylvanians. They're good for practice, yeah. That's what they say. You could save some good money. There you go. That's right. I have to go to the little boys' room. I'll be right back. Ah, that's right. And Milo Miller, that's right. Don't you just love that when you sit there, you call somebody and you wait for 25, 30 minutes to talk? Every time you call somebody, we're experiencing high call volumes. I'm gonna beat your little hiney there, little girl. Well, if you did, you'd have found me. What? Come here. Come on. All right. All right. Heard two courtesy flushes. Yeah. Okay. No, you're not gonna kiss me after you licked your feet. Pretty girl. Every once in a while, we turn on the electric fireplace. It's in this TV console, and she'll go lay by it because it does blow out heat if you put on the heat. Gretchen loves it. She every time she comes here, she wants to either have the fireplace on or have the heat in the fireplace on. I don't think I've turned it on more than once, and we've had it for like 4 or 5 years. Oh, funky. Yeah. Love you too, Kevin. I'm gonna try to stay warm. Oh, as long as the kitty says he's warm, I guess it'll be okay. It's all about her anymore. She says, right, you know that. I went in there yesterday and I laid down. She jumped on my chest and laid down. And I woke up and next thing I know, I'm looking at her tail. She had turned around. I said, hey, I don't want to see that side of you. Hey, somebody died back there. There you go. Yeah. I wouldn't go in there if I was you. Nobody warned me, but it smells like somebody died in there. Yeah. You come out gagging and uh, yeah, come out gagging and wheezing. Don't go in there. It's not worth it. I tell you what, if you have to go to the bathroom, you're at Walmart. Go to the very back of the building and go to the bathroom back there. That's normally where the employees use the bathroom, both of them. So I mean, it's not like it's busy. Drag it behind you. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Pissed all over my pants again. Yeah. Just go over to the hand dryer. It'll take care of it for you. You notice most of these public restrooms are getting away from the hand dryers now. They're back to doing the rolled paper towels. You know, the blowers were more sanitary and efficient. Okay, then why did you go back to paper towels? Because they own stock in the paper company. That's why. There you go. Or if you accidentally went in there with some schoolgirl in there, you might get your ass kicked by the dad when you come out. Yeah, leaving in a wheelchair. Yeah. What is it? If you want to pretend, if you want to pretend you're a woman, I'm going to pretend and go in the. If you want to pretend you're a woman and go into the bathroom with my daughter, I'm going to pretend I'm the tooth fairy and I'm going to collect. Might get damaged. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, they had come up 52 seconds. Man, it seems like they come around every 18 minutes, where you need them or not. They're right, pumpkin. Yeah. Oh, go get them. But I'm gonna have to get a hold of this guy. I know, it sure is quiet, isn't it? A brand new rolled ice cream maker. It's where you pour the ice cream mixture out onto that cold plate right there, and then you let it freeze for a couple of minutes, and then you scrape it up, and it scrapes up into little rolls, and you put it in cups. No, that'd be something if we get back into business. That'd be something that would be nice for the summertime. You know, have ice cream or whatever, and it's cheap. He only wants 125 bucks for it. So damn cheap. That's right. Yeah, it's from McDonald's. That's why. That's right. Yeah. There you go. Put a generator on the back and run it. It's only let's see, it's only 1,000 watt. Hell, that ain't much. 110,000 watts. Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. That's right. Morning, Robert. Come on, kitty, kitty. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on, pretty girl. Come on. Get up here. She's right there underneath the counter looking at me, and her eyes are glowing in the dark. Oh, Pumpkin, come on, get up here. Yeah, come on, come on. Oh, okay, go hide then. I'm not gonna play cat and mouse games with you. And fried crisp. Uh, oh, French fries. Hey, why don't you just have French fries? Yeah. Um, I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner tonight because we still have some chicken thighs from the other day that she made. We got mashed potatoes from the other day. Got potatoes from last night. Mixed vegetables, pork loin. There's egg and there's chorizo and potato in there. What else? And I'm sure there's something. There's a salad in the refrigerator. Probably gonna have leftovers tonight. Yeah. Well, where is it? Yeah. The hell. Yeah, earwig soup. Morning, gorgeous. Go get her. Get her, Pumpkin. Damn. Just remember, Amish, when you get to West Virginia, if you see a couple of, a man and a woman kissing each other, don't make any assumptions that they're brother and sister. They very might well be, but don't make that assumption. What? Yeah, what are you doing with you? That's right. Might be pawn daughter. You're right. Yeah, it could be. Get off me, Dad. You're crushing my Marlboros. Relative humidity. Mm-hmm. You nasty. It could. Yeah. The closer the can, the deeper in. She ain't good enough for yours. Another family, she ain't good enough for yours. You're right. It really could be their junkyard. Anymore, that's normal, evidently, they think. So, according to the bishop yesterday, you know. You know what Trump should have did? He should have got up and walked out. He should have give her a one finger salute and said, "I'm sorry, but we're out of here." And chase cars. Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah. I just couldn't bear to see it. I cut the drapes. That's right. That's right. That was very thoughtful of you. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Couldn't bear to see it. Yeah. I sort of like junkyard with a snowblower. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch that snowblower out there working. It bothers me. I'm glad we ain't got any snow right now because that snowblower I got needs a carburetor cleaning, and I bought some carburetor cleaner. I'm just gonna shoot her in there and run it and shoot it and run it and shoot it. See if that'll bring it out of there and bring it, as a guy says, bring it around. See if it'll bring it around. Um, it runs. It runs good. It just, I know the carburetor needs a little tweaking. Um, and I got to go to the gas station. I'm gonna buy a new gas can and another, a little 2 gallon gas can and some dry gas. Well, it may be, but I don't think you can get that carburetor for $10. It's a Briggs and Stratton. No, or a Tecumseh. I gotta go look at it, but it's on a Sears Craftsman. I think it's a Tecumseh probably. Oh yeah. Well, I'm better buy it now. You're right. I'm looking for. I've been looking on Facebook for another snow blower, um, or rototiller. I bought a rototiller a few months ago. I give, I don't know, $5 or $10 for it, and it's got a 5 horse engine on it. I was going to put that on my rear tine rototiller, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. It probably is cheaper than looking at it. Got an ad coming up in 50 seconds. So, yeah, there'll be plenty of them cheap in the spring. Right. By the time well, I didn't plan on taking it apart. I just planned on squirting some carb cleaner in there and running it and see if it'll bring it around. If it don't bring it around, not really worried about it right now until I guess next year I'll put a new carb on it or rebuild it. But um, most likely just put a new carb on it. But because right now it's the 22nd of January, we're only going to have snow for another month and a half, 2 months, and it'll be over with. So I know, but once you get it started, ain't no holding it back, is it? It's warming up. It's -3 degrees here. We're having a heat wave. We went from -6 to -3. No, I was looking at something. Common. Good morning. So snowy here. Does it come in a little baggie? There you go. Right. Pick the fat ones. Keep you warm in the winter and shady in the summertime. Well, he's kind of picky that way, you know. They they do this stuff in advance. There, they plan in advance. You know, Kevin knows exactly what's going to go on every day, every minute of every hour, because he's planned everything for the next 6 weeks in advance. From you know yard darts to tic tac toe to yard bingo. You know, Twister. He's got all them games already planned, so it'd be kind of hard to get one of the girls from him until he gets some games all played. Yeah, he knows what he's got, Tim. That's right. Hey, yeah. The trip to the truck scales. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's not. That's cold. It's just, I was one of those. Yep, they did. Where's the chili? Where's the chili? Where's the chili? Where's the chili? Well, if it doesn't have beans in it, it's just hot dog sauce. I did too. That's what I heard. It is chilly outside. Some might say it's flat ass cold out there, and it is. It is. As the picture, yeah, from Hubble. Could you squeeze them in just a little bit further with the different galaxy? Oh, yeah, you guys are terrible. Terrible, I say. You're terrible. You're terrible. Yeah, probably. They are. They're someone's sister. The hell? Well, been a good chat, been a good stream. A lot of people probably ain't working because of the cold weather. So, oh yeah. So, anyways, people, I am gonna get out of here. It's time. I will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. No, excuse me. Tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. I was thinking today is Thursday. Tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, if you're so inclined to join me. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care, prayers, and peace, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.